Oh, okay, but you're right. Maybe you're
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Silence, please. Attention, please. All right, let us all take our positions. Resekera Sirana. Please, whoever's in the front, let us take our positions. Let us take our seats. We are about to switch on to the game. Let's get a Sirana. Please, on the count, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are most likely going to because this person got 1.1 meters. I can guarantee he's one striker that comes to the team that gives you 15 seconds. I love that. The game of football does not end at the beginning. Let's have a good start. Hold it like that, hoping that if I start with a Kela with this solid team, and then when we start making subs, and then we start getting something to threaten our opponent. So let's be with the
please. Let us make way, let us respect one another. We happily asking, we are all South Africans. Respect South Africa, we're going to open up for the TV. Ariel, Bafana, Bafana, Ariel!
Le football nation, elle serait la plus grande du monde si el fútbol fuera un idioma. Preparando pagar di quello con l'arcanello. Non importa dove stai, no matter who you are, si te apasiona el fútbol, pertenece to the biggest team on the planet. El club uno del mundo. Football unites the world.
De Estados Unidos, le damos la bienvenida al mundo entero recibiendo las banderas. de las 48 naciones clasificadas a la Copa Mundial de la FIFA México 2026. Los mexicanos estamos muy honrados que sea aquí donde comienza el primer partido de esta maravillosa tradición del fútbol que nos une a todos. ¡Que viva México! ¡Y que viva el fútbol!
5,845 days ago, these two nations squared off in the opening match of Africa's World Cup in Johannesburg Soccer City Stadium. And today, 16 years later to the day, the world attention turns to Mexico City's iconic Estadio Azteca in Mexico and South Africa kick off the next chapter in the World Football. And this, the 2026 FIFA World Cup, with a showdown between Alfie and Apamarafana on that note. On a memorable and historic day, a very good day it is to you. Whatever you may be enjoying the action from it as far as SABC Sport, we very proud to bring the action and sport the world, the entire world, to a standstill for the very best in the world, of course, to let us in the three countries just
Ladies and gentlemen, once more, Balaka for La Sirana. Let's get a Parametan. Please. Come around. In the VIP section. Here, please. Please, move, get seat, please. Police here. Alright, my brother. I'll make sure they get seated. Yes. Everybody stand here, please. In the VIP section. We want an active and free event. We understand when we are over capacity. But please let us cooperate. Let us please cooperate. Are we okay? Can I have thumbs up this side? Thumbs up, are we okay? Alright. Bishop, can I have thumbs up this side? Bishop, thank you, director. Get time.
Il puesto ya te digo que tengo una tuya que tiene kankangi todo zankawana beteki ukira ko zakasiata ukira ko natata ukira ko tenga waka wa 2010 betabu asikira kala kota betabu asikira kala kopa te pina hayo noto leo na ule mkoa wote le checkups tukoro kama kinyaka ko tukoro ka chala mole kilo na ko la wiketo reale ito ko mala metete le tsoma ro ngwe ya kudari nao ya mema ko kujimo sisi.
Well, the World Champions Argentina, of course, amongst the nations that will be starting their stuff the World Cup in 2026, of course, the legend that is Messi to lead the side and trying to win it on the two occasions in a row. Then there are various other nations, of course, that will have a say the likes of Australia, Portugal, of course, also another nation that will be represented as their flag comes through. Keep in mind, of course, for both Messi and Ronaldo, it could very well be the last time we could be bidding farewell to them. And as far as FIFA World Cup go, the nations that, of course, are represented here, also the 8 of them, as the conclude what's been memorable. Once again, legendary opening ceremony, including England, of course. We'll all be looking to leave us with lasting memories here, and a packed house at the venue, of course, the Estadio Azteca. That's made a bit of history. The first stadium shows the three FIFA World Cup opening matches. Back in 1970, Pelé's World Cup. In 1986, Maradona's World Cup. And here they are once again in 2026, where we'll have to wait to see who, of course, will be champions at the end of it all. This a venue that hosted the 1968 Summer Olympics. As far as football is concerned, including the final back then, hosted two FIFA World Cup finals. Diego Maradona's hand of God goal, and the goal of the century by Maradona, Portugal scored at this venue, and the took their minds, story venue, where greats such as Pelé, and Maradona can both boast having lifted a FIFA World Cup trophy.
Lekas labune Afrika Bora by Kitela, Bale Momentum, yes, in the boat. I Kitela, Bale Momamong, Alcoman Kalenga, then Mexico, Infinity Sinamidino, the Catalan Commission. Country is still not good.
Un lugar mítico.
Mexico City, of course, the capital of Mexico, that we welcome you to the most populated city, second largest Spanish-speaking city in the world, after Lima, out in Peru, the oldest capital in the Americas and all of the world. Paying attention to what's happening there. The FIFA president, of course, lifting the FIFA World Cup trophy with Salma Hayek, the famous actress, of course, probably the most recognizable Mexican star throughout the world. Salma Hayek, famous back in the 90s for a movie alongside Banderas called Desperado. It was legendary back in the day, made by Quentin Tarantino. Now, we focus on the fireworks as we get closer and closer to kick-off and the moment of truth. Very well. The opponents here, both these sides ready and lined up inside the tunnel. These are the moments that will make stars here. And wherever we get the names that will possibly look for that we consider the gold pack of the 2010 FIFA World Cup against Mexico is a gold, and the name is Pio Chavala that does live forever in the world of football. One minute, I'm asking you to lead out the South Africans here after the referee, Fortune Sika, from Brazil, the 44-year-old. who began that being at 15. These are the officiating team here. And of course, the captains of both sides now stepping forward from Mexico out as they're known, their 15th in the world, their 18th World Cup appearance. Their first was back in 1930. Best results, quarterfinalists when they had hosted back in 1986 and 1970. They are looking for what will be their 63rd goal at a FIFA World Cup should they find the back of the net against the 60th of Bafana, who enjoying their fourth World Cup appearance. Never gotten out of the group stages. They themselves hoping to score their 11th goal at a FIFA World Cup, or 12th maybe I should say, should they be the first to open the scoring here today. It's going the first goal
Utazi solo pelotana kaya kapo di babo na tekuna kapo. Dipina kapo si shaba. Perikile ko diamo kala mo dito pe na tete dito. Na kaya Mexico. Amo kale na kaya dito. National anthem of South Africa.
Oh
So much passion from the country that gave us the Mexican way.
Let's get the views of Michael in the UK.
Yes, Carol, what a huge game at the top of the table. I thought, Stefan? Harold? Reggie?
So, over 80,000 penned out here, so we'll be very much behind the whole side here, as this passionate nation that gave us the Mexican waves was to kickstart a World Cup. On as many firsts, there's the rule changes, of course, considered throughout the World Cup or throughout this tournament. The biggest ever tournament hosted in as far as the FIFA World Cup, the first in 48 sides, and the drama, all of it coming down to these two nations and these starting 11s from both Mexico and South Africa. Experience key from a Mexican point of view here, and a nice mixture between youth and experience, but those that have been there done it before will be looking for a good showing. The same can be said for the refereeing team here, as it looks to set the standard, of course, from a refereeing point of view, and what we expect over the next 5 or so weeks. Good moments for the likes of Gordon and Dorazzi, of course, from a South African point of view. 2 years ago, they would have found it hard to believe if we told them to be a part of the opening ceremony at a FIFA World Cup. This one here in Mexico, and Canada as well as the US of A. Strides they've made in their careers, of course, over the last couple of years, and here they are, amongst the stars of world football, and of course, the officials will be assisted by VAR, Mrs. Lara, and Passage. Over the VAR team, so looks to ensure they maintain what we expect to be a very high standard. But that's for the people of Mexico, loud and proud, looking to see their nation, of course, surpass the best in the past, which is a quarterfinal appearance. They want to go further here, and are trying to ensure they get into the semi-finals, if not the finals. So for Mexico, I mentioned experience, of course, they do have run out between the sticks, but it's the combination of Vasquez and Montes in the heart of defense that will look to keep things nice and tight defensively. Peter will look to sit in front of the back four. Julian Quinones out wide is one to look up from the left, while Alvarado will look to bring the pain to South Africa from the right. Our Jimenez being the furthest man forward, the has 25 third on the all-time top goal scorers in Mexico.
Addirittura piccolo salario di Pataccio per la fuori che Magnota Savaro contro Kai voleva Kai votava si voleva contro Kai a Cassella può fare pure in pena Pataccio poteva fatto la Beffelo so che già Roma votava con Salama Sola nessuno ama pedire Bobedi voleva Lena votava con Cabana so che di dire quei cattici quelli due sotto ma no tatti già no resterà mo c'è un Beffelo Chaque fois que les femmes vont payer le bala, les femmes vont correr, mais tu sais que les sommes vont moins. Moi, c'est cara, il te voit la cara. Si tu m'appelles là, tu as t'as qu'à mettre la cara les sommets. C'est pas bon.
The important moment is this, as the Ronald Williams has these last words to the side here before the action gets underway, pumped up and ready to interchange the ball. The nations of Mexico and South Africa. Jimenez will hope to lead from a goal scoring point of view. with the many South Africans happy to see him in the starting 11 after he picked up an injury in the second leg of the Champions League final. Then as boosted the attacking department alongside Graham Foster. As Mexico get the early touches here, attacking to go to the right of the pitch as South Africa. Left to Comfort from right to left in your picture. So, any momentum here will be a thing of interest, but quite a few South Africans off guard is the formationist from out here with 5 at the back. Hugo Bruce, something he did try to the Africa Cup of Nations and mentioned on 1 or 2 occasions leading up to the World Cup in the practice matches, especially, or friendlies I should say, against Panama, that he may once again revert back to 5 at the back from the World Cup. Here we are in the opening match against Mexico. With Mexico having all the early touches. And Vasquez invited forward here. What is this appearance for him? For Kanti, I spoke of the experience in the heart of that midfield. Vasquez is 46, alongside him. Montez at 68, he's approaching 70. These two nations have been met on just one occasion. In the past of the FIFA World Cup, yes, it was a 2010 spectacle. Ended with a 1-1 scoreline. So there's never been a winner when these two nations have spread off. Interesting that the two coaches faced each other back in '86. In Group A, in the opening match of Group A. Back then, Bruce was able to the man of the starting lineup for Mexico. Williams. Also looking at Prince down right from the front of the five, was able to keep it moving. There's 2 touches here. The South Africans, and they may surprise 1 or 2s with the ability to hold on to the ball and keep it moving. Really interested in the fights in the middle of the park with the likes of Sitor and McGuena and Adams from a different point of view. Champion pressure coming out to get rid of the ball, then but find the teammates, needed a better touch and keeping it alive. That unlucky for Rafael Aguirre. Went to one of the press conferences most recently wearing the 86 jersey to remind all that I turned up for the press conference. But he of course was a part of the 86 FIFA World Cup squad. Led Mexico in South Africa. Back on the 11th of June in Johannesburg. Late is the challenge from Madiba. Free kick from Mexico. Have had a very good year so far in the year 2026 of Mexico in the friendlies and the preparation for this World Cup. Picking up some impressive results, scoring goals, also being stingy defensively. Really all the tip forward here. Real test from a South African defensive point of view. Look at his job. With a much better on that occasion. So Israel Reyes, the man here on the senior side from Alrudo, the 26-year-old to take the throw-in. And there was a fair bit of experience, and it's first appearance it is for him for Cantillo Jimenez. Gets the flick on the movement is good here. From Reyes, the forward. Martinez was the man with the effect of looking for 6 goals for country. Williams protecting the near post. All hands on deck defensively there, South Africa. Going to get on the road here. The road is flat here from the home side now. Adams with the cross to Adams in front. Steve Russell. Adams once again. Got moving his back. Trying to say it to Ronald Williams. They'll leave him. And he's a very pissed form. Between the sticks and dealing with some of the cannonballs that will be fired his way. Lando. Adams again finding the toilet. This toilet finding Adams, I should say. Faster. Right. Able to combine Ziet with the Carolinas. And keeping some pressure on their territorial defense. Has been a start. With Mexico having the victory chance here. A little too more time to really ask questions over the South African defense. Jesus Lado. And from Catinas in Tabasco, operating out wide on that left side. This is where he is. Patience. And trying to find the right forward pass here. So Vasquez is invited forward once again. Noniz. Lado. Passing against Madal. And a solid deliver. Squeezing Madal. And protecting that right side of the South African defense. The African champion here. A one-time challenge. So, confidence boosting moments defensively here for Ronald Williams and Squeezing Madal. And the early exchanges between these two sides. A glimpse of the match referee, Wilton Sampiero, just a moment ago. And once again the man who was part of the 2018 VAR team that of course was introduced to World Cups. Also did the 2021 FIFA Arab Cup, including the 2022 FIFA World Cup. And there's one of the changemen, of course, that being, is operating on violence on that side. Interesting with him is he was actually born in Colombia. In the Guyana in Colombia. For switching allegiances to Mexico. One of two players that were born outside of Mexico in the starting 11. And switched allegiances. That should make it 3. Well, expecting a moment of euphoria, of course, from a Mexican point of view when their side does, or if their side is to find the back of the net in this encounter. Williams. The start that we're looking for. Many of you that would have listened in to Andy and the team in the studio would have heard Coach Charles Weekly mention Titola and those turns playing in the number 6 position. Now he's too rarely making those turns. They anticipated this time, able to nick it away from him. It was a big warning, of course, from the studio in the build-up to this match. And from then on, there's Julian Guinois. Bangs it through the legs. But Ronald Williams and it's Mexico Get it all important first. Could see them now relax and begin to enjoy the occasion if it is to be. Adams is based to turn. Quite trying faster. They will be up at 90 now. Jimenez. That's the last line here. And well, you can feel the atmosphere even up and up to just what they needed. The early goal here to settle some of the nerves here, and it's Mexico lead South Africa goal to no Oche.
Rexona are proud supporters of South African football and proud sponsors of Bafana Bafana. Whatever happens, Rexona won't let you down. Rego Panachalo, Famara Kameto Sone, Africa Borabata Tobi Kaba, Kota Hukai Kotakamura Muli Krona. Toso Edilu and Chala, Ke Nikawana Lasitone. Jose Edilu and Chala, Ke Nikawana Las Capella Sitone. About Calaseo, Muno Manano, Kilinos, Anitipata, Paprika Bora, Hayokaya, Wanamatora, Hugo Bruce, Cardinelli, Kore Tosoye Chananie, Aitadiwa, Munakuye Chananie, Momo Sameko. Arbone, the Mexicans, Avadran Talaga Kileo. I see when I tell you, come on, come on, Yaga Ranger. I see when I tell you, come on, Nakaya, Mexico. Africa Borra, Tony, to Toropa, Africa Borra, Tony, Tizano. Akabari, Sichon. Atari, Sivoka, Buela, Talo, Matapamisa, Kuka, Motamiko. Simula Talo, Ba. Duario, Aleva, Simula, by Severa, Mexico. Jacob and Alphonse. Romela di Brumo Coppini, Arbora di Caporoca, di Colonio, Pagotacelo, Calvino, Pera, Elurasia, Atergano, Catalo, Clavay, Motosari, Secuto, Catalana, Picabora. Say the man. Curtis Somadau, Babacatalo, Secuto, make a Secuto, Sicilian, Bonacosi. Ete levana pele koti. Atane se bote kubata kabasireleta. Afrika Bora, barumete banda muri bogosola di etene. Anna kana bakano. Nabona pele ya utsinga. Abai rumela. Tulega kaba ya kote Ron Williams. Abai Japilia. Abai Ron Williams. Ana tala mo presidente Amokatola Lankilanao, Gianni Infantino. Hiwakade delle somme di Pitile, per dare somme vorrei di Pitile. Ma guarda il tazzile di Coppa, per i sedini di Copane, me Africa Borra, e ne hanno sa ban Camomotano Como, Compieno, Conosa Cialo, Mexico, Vale Facai. Le parole leggere in storia. Le parole le si ferma nella paneo con la mezza mecque di Merrano. E la sigara sale fatto per il caso di farlo canini. Siamo la Vatameka che te va a sapere se Thailand sono. Arbone ciao ime. Siamo la Vatameka la ciao mozzella in gara Mbegezeli. Vamos to the sensational Jaden Adams. Sivesi, Romela di Tele Wakapili. Kala di Musile Kudeso. O Montagori, Etinga Papela Kaka, se Pamorago Kami. Caro ai Polosa Kudeso, Pelabasa Polosa Sente. Yavakosa Yakua Chala Kikalado. Arbala Pegatelli, Calaterano, Mr. Salamatameko. When Mr. Matameko Barare, Dicamoa,
Gibson Rembula. Tutto giallo anche Scappello, Siccione. Tutto giallo anche Scappello, Siccione. Giove, buonanno ya Mexico. Petta pagare molto a ricavare la Ronald Williams. Se ti sta il tunelo. Poi fate con una banchi da Mexico. Siamo nella Comorago. Parrumela lo qualo. Poco con la mia base che tiene già un agone. Non può fare le popa. Non può fare le popa. Vamos a cair a pausa. Catalani Gutierrez. Vamos a Comorago Mbegezeli Mpongazi. Rumela Jalo Mochogonga. Rumela Jalo. Dicono la motorella da Sensegina. Piazza Murumbo, la rapida recreazione. Guarda come sarà il gol della Cappilla. Segname. What is the team? Gibson Rembula, Tibo Homoquena. Catelo. Sarà Rivera. Perché Telo da ripacca gli sta con il zumo. Mbege Zeli Bolazi. Non è una cosa da ricchire che la papua che è Monaco. Mexico. La torna da bacca, posta la ripita le secondasse. Abbiamo fatto la questo non la finale. Abbiamo come quella. Vamos a la chalo a carrate sur la Rembula. Siamo la con nama kwa. Tene ma kwa manayo watebo ho. Mo Fidalgo. Che già ma papà perché le filero Monica vuole la Fidalgo. Iggy. Capello. Maposa. Mbegezeli. Sistema Capilio. Kala ukana uruto kata ada capture of the sheep. Kasi na tesi. Abaila Afrika bola. Abaila kaba para bafana tero hono kwela. Simola chalo komara ko Ranger. Jaka wana manayo bila kati chalo bagaimana Kenya Mexico. Mukatesi wa sofa se shape. Akuya. Mbele kati mo kwa nena kai. Avessimo lanciato per recuperare il tele con Capelli. Allora Africa Mora. Abbiamo trovato lanciato la Seilame. Quindi siamo da sabi che la mozzella è Ronwen. Ne va dire il corso. Sei capitano qua, capitano come la partita di fare Abbiamo recuperare il tele con Capelli. La volta là il posto a Canà. Vamos a caer en Sano Cámara con México. Papa Buda África por la Cámara Barbona. Forma de Alejandro Pérez. Ahí va a construir el profesor de Chile. Para África por la para México con la Cámara con México con la Copa la Dicela. Tiene Dicela la Dicela que le manda con la bola. Para la Copa de México. Ahora la Liga. Vamos a estar como estamos en la Chile. Porque quella che cala tutti le sue coppiolani e quando sono tu la pone canduco una romete quando sono tu la pone però tutti le sue ma non si quando yanka ma tra ga yuka se we Hai Tosese Komarago. Kemudian Afrika Mura, Abata Kilabero Melanchano Copini. Maturga Bakaya Poso Gatano and Chano Capatini. Healing the Chano Manawa Montes. Maturga Corona Montes. Have we seen La Comarago Bafana? Kabata Chano. Say it up. Sidesi. Motretero también para casar los hoteles su mamá baby. En Serie 1. Nagaya Mexico. En el Estado África Morra. Ya te va a acabar de la cabeza.
It was fine frustrated. Pushing forward here. Here's Montes. And one way over towards the near side to level down to make that challenge in the end. And a set piece it is. To Mexico. Turkish ready, that's one South African yellow ready. That means the one we're going to view this challenge. From a police ago. Well, they do have experience in Lesser Madal as well as Udiba. Not only with the Champions League and how often they've gotten to around the top 4. With Kamamini and Sundowns, also the FIFA Club World Cup will have come in handy. Islands. 20 minutes as high up the field as possible. Good strong play. That is from the goal scorer there in Pinones. Now, what's on the near side? Alvarado. Looking for the man moving towards the far post to Selena as the player is putting up from a South point of view. They work to getting it out the danger area. Faster. Close to watch. There's that now faster. Roberto Carlos, bottom right in your picture. Arguably one of the best left backs in the world. Cup food, just on top of him, arguably one of the best right backs. And together, part of a World Cup winning 2002 FIFA World Cup squad with Brazil. Yeah, together. This is terrifying squads, of course. On the award stage, operating in the left and right back positions, also getting forward. Carlos with arguably one of the most memorable goals ever scored by a defender. In Fabian Barthez in France, and goal scored from the top of the system. Pick up the ball, one of the few inside the box in the end, defensively from Mexico as they get it clear. So the actually late in going down in the winner. Not the difference between getting or not getting that foul. The flag went up a bit later. Yes, the yellow card will be shown here to Gutierrez. Born actually in Berwyn, Illinois, USA. There's the 22-year-olds. Played for US at under 16, under 20, and under 23 level. Made his debut for Mexico as we look back at the challenge only in January against Panama. Raiders keeping Rangel under pressure here. 23 minutes gone by. Tony would love to get on to the end of one of these balls floated into that box in an effort to, well, maybe raise the error that led to the opening goal here from a Mexican point of view. All starts with quality from a man with an educated back foot. The Brazilian referee is going to have words here right faster. It is a lot of the men that we were going to talk you through. Pushing and shoving. Could be the defensively from Mexico with everybody back defending. There's Morales. We defend together as a unit to the Mexicans. And we're just doing these bits and trying to put a pressure and trying to win the ball back as high up the field as possible. But there is your goal scorer, the lone goal scorer so far. Into this FIFA World Cup. The man born in Colombia plays some football for Saudi Arabia. Is in Saudi Arabia for Al Qadsia I should say. 24 minutes gone by. There will be the water break, which will be standard throughout the World Cup. Is the midway point of the first half and the second half will be the case. Try now for the coaches to maybe have a bit of a word here for you to go through. Rectify one or two things they need to fix.
Hola Mzansi, hola! Hola South Africa, hola! Aquel la fue mata. Aquel la fue mata. Palida fela. Arropelen. Retawaka mata. Panamesi fela. Bambulele. Abbiamo bene. Le parate vale qua. Se me la è qua. Se me la è qua. Se me la è qua. Ah, bene. All right, it's 1-0 to Mexico. We coming back. They went to drink water. It's a dehydration break. All the games in the World Cup, they'll be having this break. What? Okay. We're going back to the game now. Ariel, South Africa, Ariel! Auze!
Now for Daniel, the goalkeeper in the picture yet to be tested in the match. Man who's won the CONCACAF Nations League, including the CONCACAF Gold Cup between the sticks. His 15th appearance for country. First of many water breaks now in the pass of Mexico. Well, they look to a bird from the back. See them trying to deny South Africa this opportunity of a building from the back. And they're able to get it away with a bit of pressure. Lovely Medina. Scorer of a goal that was so important. Sundowns winning the CAF Champions League in the first leg of the final in Pretoria. CDC league champion with the Orlando Pirates. McCoy in between Bogazi and CDC. Now, here is Bogazi. We're going to see the likes of Alvaro Hidalgo wearing the number 8 jersey, now hard to work in midfield here to try and deny South Africa the forward pass. Here they are again with the hustle, winning the ball back in the goal area. In the front foot space on the near sides. They do have Pinones up to the far side, supported by Gallardo. Approaching the half-hour mark. Pressure. Applied here by Iranians. No mistakes from Maron Rangel and company. Vasquez, who played at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, or was part of that 22 FIFA World Cup squad, I need to say. They didn't get any minutes. Also played mixed with on the 23 they voted. And Vasquez. Bit of training for Pinones. Good movement. Mexico looking at another. The pluck in the end. Ocon protecting Ronald Williams without looking for the pace of Raiders then. Well, with the two strikers up front, very interesting in seeing how South Africa will find the outlets, of course. And they're trying to play the ball out. Here's Fidalgo. Lovely ball. Good touch. To Alvarado providing it. Eventually the ball in is way too close to Ronald Williams. Reyes, the man pushing forward out on the near side on the overlap. So, Williams, the only of the goalkeepers to be beaten thus far at the FIFA World Cup, looking to help them get played out from the back. 30 minutes gone by in this opening match of the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Baratini avrei salito come la Africa Borla. Ne sabato come le Binonie, Batani che va Mexico Bazzi Bucancalone. Matakare Baba Hatella Quamonavo. Claro. Romero di Telo Capini. Arbone siamo la gialla mattina di Arano Luide. Catalanta Panata la Marina Africa Borla Catalana Cala Brasil. Nicawana la Luide. Catelo. Mbogasi para Baba Capini Kaka Mocrino. Nicawana la Riyad. Simula un capelli Montes. Kala kabay capelli che torna già anche si vede. Ok. Ma che Africa borra che Catalo con Nigeria. Attacco la volontà di la scopa sabato c'è Africa borra. Sametire Maloma, Africa borra, posso te, sabato tanta Pretoria. Yamalova. Mpegezeli. Direttivo anche che può la Gentile Copanetta America. Di Cavalale. Mpegezeli. Romera di Tele Guacapelli. Allora Africa non va più. Sai sarà una cosa. Allora una cosa per Nicola Bella per tragare le battute dentro Cotegiano. Che va a che Africa per outside. E dai non mi titterà per fare qui Nicola Lilla Mapposta. Siamo la giallo come la qui. Siamo la giallo come la Ranger. Che pulle la bala. Fatela fa quella mattigone. Monti va qua nel Mexico. E fa questo per Africa Morero da Ticcadelli a Marattelli Capò. Arbone Galadio. Siamo la cialo come la combattere nella Montes. Africa Morero. Baba Pateleza, we have a Tata Comaraco, Abadilla Poso, Nagaya Mexico, Abadilla Poso, Nagaya Mexico, Kelato Santatelo. Give some Rembula, give him a queen. Begazeli. Arbona Africa Bora, Namala Kana Kotu, the sensational, I say Africa Bora. Like a start of the Rico, the Tata, the Tata, Arbone, Reye, Tata, Kawana Canario, and you were a woman of Paya Palapuria, Bago Tala Calibino, Bago Kitchen Rail, Otamagaka Quadra Carbone, Arbago de la Villa Jalo Cafili, Albamo Reye, Poqueta Mocho, Potala Pele, Potata, Pele, Potala Mocho. I think this is the Perimonolo. Reyes. Arbone, balikan mula sa papili, Alvarado. Gutierrez. Ay sa mga mga Pinos. Abali na Pinos Kosi. Kira na Araya. Diyan sa mga kapatid na tuloy tuloy na rin. Ano mula kila sa mga Afrika Mora. Kalau pa sa mga muna yung kamatagin sa Kosi. Ayun lama. Yago to sa Telo. Yago to sa Kiwatelo ke kawana na Kalado. Arbone Kalado. Obata Chalo mana wala walira. Kalado. May sa Miguel Amorreyes. Balikan ko di Chalo ni Bilal sa Mexico na kaya Mexico. Balikan ko di Ramon ni Bilal sa Mexico pasero kini Bobone. Lira. Reyes. Dalla Africa Mora e Mexico Moravo. E va fatto la buona capitolissimo da Comoravo. Calado. Simula Chalo, Momotara, Momotara, e Tibarino. Cadera Chalo Cofele. Tira, Tagatante, Tagatante, Esta Chalo Cofelago. Abona la Calado, Moro Campana Levara, Mona del Patagone, the sensational, Children Adams. Maposa. Pepeno. Cocinati. Say the name. Sibagaya, capture the fleet. Para Ariena. Para Mozzarella, Impegazeni. Amaro Lamparazi. I don't look at the Covalava Impegazeni Imparazi. Pila Covota Basaneta. Kawana Costa. Por isso que estou passando, Edinha Magancani. Ragazzi che le chiamano il tocco alla cantina e diventava anche una ora guida. Avanti che l'altra Africa Morava, Cacchia Maci. Cacchia Maci Stefano. Jaden Adams. Stefano. Cacchia la batta con il rapporto, la volta per fare magari Stefano. Così la DCBC. Siamo alla Camera come Tornado Guadalajara, Mexico. Questo si insieme a Samigala Mogoreyes. Questa Mogolira. Ada Itiga Pagara Cavanna. Hanno una battaglia da quella Copini. Sarà un po' di Begazeli. Calado. Mazameko pula badeboko. Mazameko wancha rumolancha moloi. Batte bariano barele rumolancha moloi. Montes. Ata bezana kwetano bai cheremo ko bade da kaya Mexico. Avaru mela ka hoke. Ia barotro da komoro ka ronule. Jera muluri de musubutir. Taugete monayo pasampiao. Wakwana kanya Brazil. Mana eboka kete mamuluri musubutir. Nekawana le laula munakare waskopasa Mexico. Numi bejala ke kudani jala nekawana waskapero sitole Jovi. Chalo, Patelo. Africa Boraba Telesi va come Rajo. Nakaya Mexico by Telesi Pili. Ne vengono certa la motascabe sociale di Sume. possiamo kwenye msamiko. Mekota kwenye kata kwa kapasi kwa kwa mara kwa kwa sijana. Alibone. Baada ya kutabu kwa kwa isinya hapo. DWS. Baada kwa tempe zeli bola. Baada kwa tempe zeli. Na alika kwa peta tara kwa kwa na Alfa Radio. Però mo tigano mo crediamo, c'è come tutte le messe nella fela. Abbiamo fela, ma che vogliamo fare sapere. Però dobbiamo fare quello che su mamma. Magari a Mexico, hai tutte le canne di uno con le fela.
Again, it's trying to put pressure on and they're still able to get it away despite the attention from the Alexa Recon Rainers. In the middle of the park here. Mexicans moving impressively. Fidalgo in the space now, up to his face. Looking to him, straight down the middle was an important touch, preventing the minute back then for the South Africans. Mexico not quite that, but for a second before the end of the first half. Quinones. The space of the scene is right on the up and up. Is Israel Reyes. Without finding out their right back position, doesn't get too much distance on the clearance. Ball in. Williams again. Tested Jimenez. A threat of a thorough game and a threat nature. In the first half. Great movement in the center. Get away from the likes of the guard. Let's get some faithful touches onto that Jackson under. So Williams at full stretch. The system in the middle of the park, the next of the series, and Hidalgo, they still up again, taking forward here now. He is in second, as the Quinones. Pressure on the Belgian company. As well as it. Chicago Fire here and he's under a tremendous amount of pressure here. He is serving it up here. Oh, Quinones. Good replacements as we get the referees view. Perfectly placed as the referee. Good position in the house. Now, first off, coming to an end here. South Africa somewhat lucky to be trailing by just the one. The problem here is Julian Quinones, including Jimenez as well. Some of the quality chances we've had in this first half. Now, Raiders. That's beautifully done. That's masterfully done. In the middle of the park, under a whole lot of pressure. Here's the lead you said as well. Will be Taylor. Lima. And with the chance to look for the forward pass here. Fast up. The guy is the Porter ball on the far side. Now Punch leading the ball played in here. And will be happily settling for a corner. First touch of Jesus Ronaldo. The 31-year-old with over 150 appearances for country is Granado. Is currently for Toluca. That's the 2018 and 2022 FIFA World Cup. I spoke of the experience in the respective side. Two players that have put in damage before on the world's biggest stage. Disappointment in 2022 was not even on the group stage, however. No problem defensively. And a dealing with threat from South Africa. Made his debut in June of 2025, just a year ago. for the national team. Here he is starting the game at the FIFA World Cup. Man, the filmmaking is debut at Orlando prior to the full-on professional. He was on playing the Champions League semi-finals as well, so his trajectory in his career has been unbelievable over the last year and a half to two. Now, good movement, struck all over the top, and Williams needed to time. He's at time, he's run off the line superbly well, then he's dealing with that danger. There's Montez. Ronaldo. Ronaldo out in the left back position can play as a left winger. As the left back position we've seen that today in international since 2016. Bears. 4 minutes added on to the end of what's been an impressive first half from the host nation, or one of the three host nations, I should say. Very impressed with the hustle from the likes of Alvaro Fidalgo in the middle of the park. Communication lines open as they go along again looking for Jimenez. Didn't quite find Alvarado here on the near side. Bogazi speeding up, happy to concede the throw. Jimenez. Distance quite testy with deflection, making it easy for Ronald Williams to scurry across and move the shot from Labdo. Question here, can South Africa create a clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity before the end of the first half? The question as well will be how they come out now that they completed this first half will be a second. Will Hugo Bruce shoot that way or be a bit more adventurous with some creativity on that field? No. Hoping for the corner in the end. The ball is goal kick here to the frustration. All over the man from Kogwani. One of the host cities, of course, at the 2010 FIFA World Cup. Kogwani. No, it will be important from the host side here. The coach. Yeah, it doesn't entirely look a happy man, but what will be important is taking the lead into the halftime break here. Yes, they may feel they could have scored at the very least one more. They don't want to give South Africa any hope for Ireland to get their points up going into the halftime break. They are winning a back in the good area. Pinone is on the up and up. Over in 2 lines, quite possibly. That's it, Brian Series.
It's just a brother, no chip.
The US born man.
Chips are going to take long because people are blocking the
players. Football for Guadalajara. No, 2 players that play for Guadalajara that's in the starting lineup here for the South Mexican squad. Reynolds. Well, look for his pace. At times in the pockets, side right to the left and right. It hasn't quite worked out for them here in this first half. One to be tactically at an area Hugo Bruce may be looking to catch up on the wide areas here creatively going forward. But it's Mexico and have scored the only one first two. The Pinones here.
Halftime is 1 Mexico from South Africa. Hallelujah! And Susanna Mendes, DJ Benzo. I'll call now DJ Benzo on the 1s and 2s. Thank you to all the applicants present tonight. Riala Boca. Es que Rafana Mata, Bafana Yaruna. Yeah, booyah. It's a booyah. DJ Benzo. We still have Mahu.
Auteta.
Right, one lady this side. Right, any other volunteer? Raise your hand. selector. I need a best song. We've got 4 dancers. We need to see who's gonna be the winner. Okay. When you're ready, my selector, let's have one song. They'll be dancing. I'll be counting you out. You dance. You dance, you dance, you dance, and I'll count you out. Okay. So, luwag to kote. Ladies first. Ladies first. Manta. Shut. Manta. Shut. Right, are you ready? Ladies first. You'll be first guy. You'll be the last one. Alright. Let's have another one. DJ. Are you ready? Yeah. Repeat. Are you ready? Alright. Are you ready? Change the song. Alright, my selector. Let's say must change the song. Alright. We changing the song for the last time. Only this one. Here we go.
Pebonet, ikaw na lalirap. Dewa naman sila niya kaigi. Iba naman sila niya kasi dami. Ikram Reynolds. Habay sa mga lansa na mo din ang isa ka lirap. Bago matchasa lansa na bago tansya ka mo sisiwa di dosi. Bago maruma, bago lumera ko pwede sila. Kaya ko naman sila niya Ronald Williams. Okay. Bago isimula ko marako Ronald Williams. Romela nitele wako pelo wata Ikram Reynolds. Kala nikitaga ibuka kabukhalta Ikram Reynolds. Imusilyo pilo yawato sa letafel. Yawato so ya kiwa chala kele kawana la kaladia. Yawato so chala ke kaladio pilo. Pinonos. Bakwa pili. Baba rala. Afrika Moraba kata. Baru dalam film Moraba ya terlalu dulu. Mana yo ketio dulu kata bulan Afrika Moraba dulu. Ketio mata ko pili di Afrika Moraba ke wana le yo ni teno mo tuka bo pome. Mo kan yan sayang samiko. Sibis.
Thank you so much.
Samika kaban na balibat tanu ko Moraba Afrika Moraba. Himel Khan. Himel Khan. Menjaga serete. Mana menjaga serete. Afrika Moraba telah tribunal. Adilah tribunal Afrika Moraba telah armone jalo. Mapolsa. Sibisi. Umana jalo selame. Blind posta. Dia presentatie. Ja, want dat is het kapel. Armane jalo general. Umana kapel kalabat sepame ko marafana ka ya Mexico. Kalabat ko dire posta die. Atsepame ko marako. Jacobana Vidalco. Simula matile ya kawana lela Vasquez. Reyes. Mana jaga bayani tanah bunolo. Afrika Moraba putus Moraba. Kita perlu apa? Kita lakukan kita. Pembuat kaki. Kita berlari. Arif. Oh sekarang Kiri. Kali ultimo Puma. Bagi Stapelo. Omugala Kiri Chove. Kalau mutabela ni sengu tatilan kalau seruga tela fase. Obing le poso yanka. Afrika Moraba ni siwa. Uni na mugeri. Kala keteo ta kota jalo. Kamu mo VAR. Ada temo ta kota VAR fa. Otale temo ka mudala ni chole le kali chole le mo telegani. Kala karatone chile. Kala kukukwani. Atente jalo Copa Nova Sabeke was Copa Sa Mexico. Afrika Moraba la Copa Nova Gandani le pedi. Tatani le kasi penalty ikafanya kale bokoso. Na Afrika Moraba kwa sababu kama ndio Thailand. Ile tena garu sikilo kama Lorena. Afrika Moraba kwa sababu kama ndio Thailand, Petero Toro Chile. Awe kama kalafan chef kalafokosa na deteni. Adelo bota la nama. Levanta la tsepe le moto toro sana ma ke pele koti. Parce que somo kule ni papel ga pele yao. E pele koti. Ronald Williams. Ronald. 피날레 골, 피날레 올린 커터. Al calcio ai linee di Montenegro come Felo. Felo. Cancaia di posto senza di dire Montenegro. Kagonga kata 최초 Montenegro. Kata Mokatesi. Parlefa Kabua Kaisare Jore Kopere Afrika Morae Bona Chule Ro Kopere. Dile la skita modere sa Montenegro nyela tela. Royal. Dile se si se jaga talk shop. Kama klabu ni tara karate kibiru. Abaru la Kopere. Faya jaga mutisi wani nosi. Aba kana de pistol ke seidane. Pakasikuto. Aba bakire sikuto. Kabale tapale ba San Pedro ba la Terre ba Mexico. Abole tapale ba San Pedro. L'Africa Bora fa la tegala che possiamo combattere con la manetta ya tiro. Attila con la manetta ya tiro. Maleka bukolo ba possiamo como. Armela. Tuda como rabo. Armane Grand Dalla bar quante che vuoi sapere? Lì la bella quante magari sono venuto a terra. Serisi. Siamo gara terra molte siamo rembul. Mbegezeni. Ime okon. Tiap siamo rembul, atiamo homu kwena. Habaru mela pagara kabanna. Deva sia cerca qualche tutto con la tatena. Hai makani Afrika Bora lese. Afrika Bora Kailo Makanele Sentro Makatisu Sore Togota Kamano. Kankaya from Mexico. Yone Chele Tiboman Casela. Vashkis. Montes. Adabone. Samigala che quando c'è come se ne ha calato. Rumela di tele che come c'è ma già la va putte che quando c'è va Afrika Bora. Dalla università e ne sia già le come la che si muove di Busufa. Le come la Alvarado. Adabone Khilio e Kopana Salamin Rebel. Adabone Salat Seilame. Pega Motela Yaga Tegenaran. Maposa, Abrimo Long Korapakaine. Abarumela Khile Chala Motela. Yaga Tebo Homukwena. Seilame. Adabone Afrika Bora Bana Kawa Jawa Kopere Bana Kawa. La Kola Ba Ba Yefta Kafe. Todo tele sobe. Everything is happening. In the one Mexico, not Afrika Bora.
The children are proud supporters of South African football and proud sponsors of Bafana Bafana. Whatever happens, Rexona won't get you down. So, 10 minutes into the second half and the drama continues. It wasn't a great start in the first half inside the opening 10. When South Africa conceded, of course, and inside the opening 10 of the second, a red card to Sotona. Uphill battle now for Hugo Bruce and his men. Now Foster will be the first to be a substitute at this World Cup. And then there's a newcomer. Part of the Empire team, course, World Cup champions. Having won the triple. And at the end of the 25-26, the Premiership campaign is about to adding to the number of prize players out of the field. A couple of them now. There is one of them, CBC. So in the middle of the park then it will be McGuena, Adams and Bata. With the low striker now, with South African on the field being Ikram Rangers out of the attack. Well, the pressure might find the teammates in and well, South Africa come away set piece and a change the same once again. But the Perez is Eric Dira is the man that's approached down here. Born in Mexico City. There is kind of a Cruz Azul. Well, it's still on the ground, usually now getting up on his feet. And follows the Liga MX Best 11 in 2021. Also, Liga MX All-Star in 2021, 22, and 25. The guys keeping close tabs on Vasquez. Well, it's the 11th of Mexico now looking for the 2-goal cushion against the 10 of South Africa. This was the near post and what needed to be done in getting it clear. Further work here from Bogazi, any distance from the clearance. Now chase on Reynolds. Something able to keep it alive. Roberto Baggio behind the FIFA president. One of the greats from back in the 90s, the Italian. Remember the 94 World Cup in the US where it was very much Baggio up against Romario in a tournament that went down to a final between the two nations, that being Italy and Brazil. Baggio with an infamous miss from the penalty spot. Now, Daniel, keeping it full. Vasquez always looking to get onto the front foot when the space is afforded him. Lila. Well, approaching the hour. Well, the Mexican crowd will want is the goal that provides the cushion here. There is Vasquez getting over that halfway line once again. Now options left, right, and center here. As they keep that wide on the left side. The bit of vision to spot the run being made on the far side. Just needed a much better ball in to find the run being made by Roberto Alvarado. Oh, it was great vision. Keeping up on the blind side, unchecked. Was the man from Salamanca. How South Africa would love to create a clear-cut opportunity for Ikram Reynolds. And by no means last year, the saves made by Ronan Williams in the first half, very much keeping South Africa in it. Sibisi. You know, quite. We have a 96 man, still 22 years of age. Bogazi, by the way, 20 years of age. Going to be a 3 at the back from a South African point of view. Species the oldest. Closing down the movements of Alvarado is trying to get both out of the field here. So, change being made here, and a bit of creativity. Macy's and maybe do a better job of holding onto the ball here. Adams is the man that one way played for his club teammate and South African vice captain, Tim Bazwani. So, the oldest bet in the American squad now to the fields. 6 years of age is running. Second to him in age is Williams with 34 years out in the fields. That's the hour mark. Let's go patient for the time being. Well, they are leading to have the extra man comfortable for the time being of the Mexicans. Hasn't been too much of a threat for Orangam, the goalkeeper, to worry about this yet. Pressure on Hidalgo. The Chivas man, and now an option here as they try and lure this out the score to create some space to play through. Eventually going long here. That's done by Jimenez, back at Wolves, by the way, and who has played in 3 different World Cups now for Mexico. Raul Jimenez. Hey, what with Jimenez and Quinones here involved in the action against Vidal. They do have players that are serious threats in front of goal. 23rd appearance for Quinones, scoring his 3rd goal for Mexico this evening. Well, Ronald Williams, who made his debut back in 2014 against Brazil, had a stellar career on the international level. He did a performance for South Africa today. Didn't get them to take really on in the half. Now, look at his teammates can get it right to the front foot, and once again, no real threat to Raul Raniel's goal. Quality lacking in the final ball. Now some whistles coming from the stands. I do believe the Mexican fans want to see a bit of action. Actually, we would like to see the team put their to the sword here. I'm not entirely sure the noises coming out of the stands are quite positive from a Mexican point of view. Williams. Montes. He's in football for Lokomotiv Moscow. He's a participant in the 2022 FIFA World Cup. For Mexico at under 21 and the 23 level. Also part of the 2016 Olympic team, including the 2020 Olympics for Mexico. Mistake defensively again. This time it's easy. Could find the eyes of needle on the occasion. Alvarado again being before the scores. 65 minutes gone by here, and at times you get the feeling that that's are their worst enemy defensively. OJ.
그차례 감옥을 끝까지 멋진데 네 번째는 차로 모라 그녀가 있다면 배구가 쳐고 이번에 아프리카 보라고 부탁드리고 보라고 혼자 살아갈 수 있지. What a challenge for pasela ka gangwe ga ba tikologe jaaka Afrika Borwa e dira ka dikgwele Lira Sabigala mo con Quinones Manuel Jiménez Quinones Aruna la como estaba con la bala Afrika Borwa ya bulia ka como rago Aruna la como Musupa Molina la como estaba Jiménez Otra que va a chopar esta caballera de Saúl Okoko tela sepetiri para kasih la chopar Afrika Borwa Abatola Keleri Awena Wichumeno Tomando seguridad de México Ahora dirle foto a Afrika Borwa Matanzania que ahora cae Babulakini Ay chuleta Ay Naganosi Atula Taratula Awe tija que se la tela Rosifera Awe tija que le toa Awe Namori Mexico Another Afrika Borwa Matanzania Hadira Jaka Baba Karabaya Masara Tewadira Mezano Rewa Peraku Rewa Komoa Kotana Tatama Afrika Borwa Horewe Komorago Habona Tata para Afrika Borwa e Komorago Raúl Jiménez acaba México com a pela ganhando de Venezuela Jano eternamente e Kotam 만나고 봤지만이 Kotam 만나고 봤지만이 하시마요 만ning Voilà, notamment une titulaire. Penalty. Capazze penalty. Vedere Afrika Borwa aveva panciare poco solo dei tiri nel posto. E che andiamo vedi. One way to the long market of Mexico. Magona Tata ora Afrika Borwa e Komorago. Giacomo Casseso cante lavorare Afrika Borwa che va in fola e va a salire lui. Dai tirle di Ratabone. Hele vai cambiare il numero di pari bala. Lei che ti possiamo
형아 찾아부터.
Hawaka Taro Kelewa Kose. To Mexico. Lemotaka no Hokai City Feli. Harabora para Afrika Borwa. Kaila. Asera Skita Sebatika Moale Profeta. Kaila Afrika Borwa Sabeka Bana Bale Sume. Maybe the Bakamara Hokai City Feli. Hasela Totele Suma Mabegi. Hatele Mexico e Kisama Afrika Borwa che si va a Yagotosa Pileo Yagotosa Litachelo Yagotosa che Calado Weva Matilda Vasquez Calado. Simula Vega Comorado, Mexico. Africa Morata, Tibana Lebucotio, Quinones, Pesarica Musilia Categones, Girandino Musuma de Bushibo in Mexico, allora che devono tanto Yamato so apakah ini cara offside? Não, Maranhão. Leva uma nessa ferro, se será amanhã eu pela, vamos ter pelo. Vamos ter pelo, terra. C'est bon. On va faire la bonne non che viene là. Ma vi devo fare rapid. Fatti che volete un po' la camera. Che sta per il campo. Poi non è che tenete per il primo. Potremmo andare a casa, ma come non per fare il primo. Allora il tiro è anche vero che sta a Mexico. Se vence con le tecnologie del portello. Non è lui. Se Bajani o se non scisce. Di Petro Montetta di Tisabo Montano con gli occhi del film. Quinones. Moluma, perché solo messo la sala al così da sedessi. Carata. Andiamo a vedere Sorlana, la prova che va a carata di pezzo di Sorlana. Bilingue Chivedo. Carata di Lepede, Yahate Bohomukwena, Kamavali, così da sedessi. Nel fratello Abagate Chivedo. Naka ya Mexico vamos a hacer el assist. Mexico che deve pagare il tacciato di Napoli. Away simula Comorado. Aligawaya Camontes. Pagano Chala Musilenga. Anche Miguel che vuole come con Calado. Attere Taulo ya Mozambico Chalon Mexico. Attere Chalon che tapele. Battere Taulo ya Mozambico, battere che tapele. Africa vola Basile Pele. E vuole Chalon come la Cocaite. Ma posta. La chiave di Africa vola Basile. Vedete che subiremo Taulo ya Mukutona. E Tele 1, Tatele 1, 2. Naga ya Mexico. Nella Africa vola. Di tutto vuole per il massacro di Capovedi.
Well, changes to be made here. We already seen the 17-year-old come on from a Mexican point of view. That being Gilberto Mora, played for Tijuana. And Alex Lira, who the Masters are making way. As well as Jimenez, who scored his 6 goals for country and gets within 6 now over the records. But that is one of the men coming on. Huge excitement. Sakazole is now into the play. And our next step to see is that they start going to score yet another. Mediva making way. Rangers making way. And Abubak is back from the field. so far in this match. And they turned out here hoping. So the glorious opening to the FIFA World Cup so far, everything is gone according to plan for the Mexicans. Keep in mind, second day, we'll see South Korea and Czech Republic in action in the size that concludes this group. Surely they'll be watching this, and they themselves will be hoping for a good start here to see them match Mexico. For a start this season, hold on 3 points. Montez. Well, they're able to use the field and the width of the field, their size to keep the South Africans chasing, especially with South Africa remaining less on the field. Using the space beautifully here in moving the way upfield. Special turn here. More up, the 17-year-olds. Well, Quinones, another. So we'll get a standing ovation from the thousands, tens of thousands that have turned out here after a stunning debut at the World Cup for Mexico, where he scored the opener. Vega, the man to come on in his place. Alvarado. Seems to be in the box awaiting the ball played in the end. The South Africans playing it out and looking to get up to the front foot. Still, to make me mention for those joining us late that one of the efforts took the one-shot troubling well run not too far from the South Africans. As we're going to win the set piece. Oh, tomorrow. That's the look of a 17-year-old once you get a close-up of his face. That was the man trying to anticipate it with the runs and deep. This one's it. Going into the last 10 minutes. They don't have to rush it, they can take their time about things here and wait for the moment to try and get onto the front foot. They don't have to force anything here, Alvarado and company. Running. Oh, the one target of the box, running, turning in the mix. And there's the down. There's the power. And there's the second shot to Toast Farewell now. What place was the Chivas goalminder? Perfection making it easier for Rangel. Running involved in an off-the-ball flash with Roberto Alvarado, which is the reason why the man from Salamanca is seriously getting back up on his feet. State of Mexico under 21 and the 23 years old. Also, must those who have represented Mexico at the Olympic Games and the 2022 FIFA World Cup is Alvarado. I haven't quite seen the Mexican range just yet. Sometimes for today. Still a long way to go in reaching their ambitions here, and they look to be amongst the longest lasting sides of this World Cup, especially being hosts. You consider the three hosts, will be interesting to see how far the likes of Mexico, Canada, including the US get here. They held up for the time being. Referee asked to have a look. Now, Granit could be in a spot of bother here. Did he slap Alvarado behind the heads? Is the question. He's a little slap with the left hand as they initially come together, which would be the reason why Alvarado took as long as he did to get back up onto his feet. So that's it already. I had a player red carded today. That, of course, was as he told it. And for Mendo de Sigabala, he could be the second to walk here. So the referee, Martin Sambayo from Brazil, taking his time, having a look at the slip on the side of the heads. And what he's made his decision here could be trouble for Tembazwane, could be big trouble for Hugo Bruce's South Africa. Needs time, needs space. They should know by now, you'll hard to get away with anything on the field with VAR out there.
Decision, direct free kick, red card.
There you go, red card, a second. Red card is will be for South Africa here today. And it's Riley who shoots someone here. And one for Hugo Bruce. Some lessons learned here today. Discipline may be one of them. Only one or two areas potentially that didn't do them any favors, especially in conceding the first goal. But it's gone from bad to worse. Take back for Ronnie. And coming up the pace, 9 now. Well, let's see up this game for South Africa. 9. And, well, and as far as the opening days of the FIFA World Cup, you'll remember the struggles. For those of you that witnessed the 1998 World Cup when they led France went on to become world champions. Had their way on the opening day against the South Africans. Yet another opening day of a FIFA World Cup, but this time it's Mexico. 2 goals to the Cribs. 2 players to the good, and everything that can go wrong or go wrong has for the South Africans. Well, we're looking for the knockout blow now for the Mexicans. Canelo Alvarez is amongst those that, of course, watching on from out in the stands. For a good 10 years or so as the face of boxing, he'll be hoping. And Mexico will have that third goal, which, well, right, frankly, represent the final blow against the South Africans. Makoba, getting up well.
Yes.
So, with 5 minutes remaining, OJ. For Mexico now, they'll be thinking about their next match, which will be against South Korea, and quite a test for them after having done away with the South Africans by the look of things here. Whilst for South Africa, they'll wonder whether they can bounce back against the men from the Czech Republic on the 18th. OJ.
Hainia Koma Moscow South Africa Bora Ushishi Tembazwane National Festival Teta Chara Metsameko Yakwe Yabudi Chaba Chaba Kanoto Pahudimo Hela Seo Sebona Kala Sisikita Sinakone and they take over the Kibasamako Fera Sichala Salifati Palo Africa Moreta Kola Ibona Yakomisamako Sichala Salifati Solo for the Levotai Unoseta Kanoto Pahudimo Mifera I see Mutolo Sasindra Sepo Tetela from Piano. Il a dit la Chala Makakale Marwa, Kapa Samakala Karata Kibero Makala 1990. Sameke Argentina, Bamakala Karata Kibero. Como Sameko Malenosi. Message to Guasigina Galamala Tela from Piano. Katelos Chole, Tembazwani, Vamos a dedicar a Quibiro. Calado. Abatago na Borraro. Abatago por el África Borraruri. Abatago por el África Borraruri. Makopa. Calamatri de África Borra. A police. Ababa Mokote wa Begazeli. Aba Kurumeta. Aba Tokomeni. Aba Borrano na Karabe Quibiro na Tomo ya qualifier. Kata de Zimbabwe. Kadu de Bruce. Tembajane dirle siamo tornati sotto la stadio a che Motaniki Wasilebo Saka che mandayo wa Tembajane Nege tetela etela Reyes Afrika Borrano bago charla troppo la botte come bravo Facile con la sala batteva per la matava ya Sinai Patele kutuma mukhareka nokaya Nile bamumu wanini khababonetsela ba ipotsa gore thala bo felelela lena bogolo di no diska di oketsega mo motshamekong ka go fola 1998 Nakatalanta pa Afrika Borwa ya kwa motshamekong ya sejana sa lefatshe naga ya Pora ina ba fika ka dilo le tharo abata dira seo gape gompieno Ela motreganyo ka poso Okay, le tharo poso Evidence Makopa Sabeka pele yoto antala kwa provinsi ya Limpopo Atsanetse ba bona fafatse ba ithune dinta ba ipotsa dipotso gore ba go bereka jang mo metshamekong ya mebedi ya latelana ba ipotsa dipotso gore ba go bereka jang mo metshamekong ya mebedi ya latelana ga ba tshwanela ke go tshameka maleka ebile ga ba tshwanela ke go tshameka jalo ba latlhegelwa Afrika Borwa fa batla go bona toro ya bone tswela pele ke go feta metshameko ya mebedi e sa seng kwa morago fa ba batla go bona ba setse ba nna le bakanyana mo Mexico kgotsa mo metshameko ya tšhana sa lefatshe ga re bone mora e romela letele ko pele ba ba phile masoba ba romela lekwalo fela ba thula se ba tshwanetse go dira Afrika Borwa ke gore go seka ga onošiwa go feta dilo di le pedi fa Mpekeseli Mpagazi Vamos a hacer una de cabo y rúa Otra gallaba acá Posa Catala de África Borra Hala Sameca Selker Captene Montes Buena Mpekeseli Mpagazi Chavete respeto la mano Hamudi la mano Ahora Sameca Marago Vale Bachano Nana va salire per la vittoria la nuova casera mo mo Congo. Nana della posta la popole e Gabriela. 7 minutes. Non ti come tutto il supa. Vasquez. Mora. Galaro. Afrika Borwa mo metse kwa morago. Ga ba batli di okediwa. Dilo tse ba di nositse khatlanoma. Kara go le mo gore ba di ba tla bana ba Mexico. Hasela mo the Mexican way. Aba romela mo fokoshong. Hare bole chala Reyes. Afrika Borwa bala chekin de chano yore le kare. Patuma mono Kenya nai. Evidence ma kopo e la tips and regula. Hare bole chala Seylame. Ata garbe ati de Seylame. Seylame. Kotor galu amon khatara tensa. Nago to Seylame.
Put on a cut! Pull out a card.
Pula ikibiruka. Oh.
Red card. That's what I'm talking about.
Drama. Magaptene, wanawatiza Montes. Magala karate Kibiru. Ora fetele kole sotto pancere Pirano. Amo comile. Amo comile Caramilla de Sego. Amo come la guancia che poco sarà dei temi. Africa Boravata Tumila Keredi. Catagatina Catalero. Guatalosa Montes. Cala Carata in Chile. Tana mo sa ko mo ne kon chega mo kaputeni o la tela na kaya Mexico ha tese manda waga ko Brazil ano ni terramo mo sa ko Dichiarato del Chivino del Taro. Dichiarato del Taro del Chivino. Uomo Panitello. Materagani. Ho passato il terzo Brumula. Lei ti deve aver fatto la sala che sei informati. Vuoi fare? Poi già non fanno vorrà che mo questi. Voy a mandar una limbata borra que quiere. Algo en poder así. Dentro de otro mochada. A ver sola. Con el mega. Ahora ya me dice. Chara va a salir de la mochada. Ahora me vete una hacia mí. Mora. Segnalo il cavallo alla pega. Da otto saya kiwa jano di calado. Para pica boga. Sino to san como lago. Esto sala kan pege seri. Allora la crete lo matava na sesi. Allora sala. Evidence ma popo bana sala uscita fuori. Brumula. Oscilla Police. Come Chalo. Mbegezeli. Negocia Seyame. When I think about Katata. Away Simula Chalo Komorako. Ya wacce daga kwance ka to ga taro na take Nase te gameto se bebe je momento che le super ricube Arbone mo capitani Ronald Williams wa ko sanga ne pele ko mara ko pati le le ko mara ko Pati le ko mara ko Non la lettera con copia per una sessi. Tu la gatto con una sessi. Mettiamo con la ciala che sei da me. Poi fare se c'è da quante con eso. Brumula. Per una cosa sono che ti va a fare la tua come rabo. Buona Vega, Laro e Polo Satineo. Sibisi. Allora c'è la linea ancora. Osuna Police. Rubela c'è la con il Choco. Wakana Calado. Wakana Sibisi Wakana Calado. Abata c'è la Kawana La Vega. Allora c'è la Vega. Abata Cocotela Samofero. Jega wa rumela khana ba thule ka thoko ka morago e be wela mo go screen Molumile Khulisa Motau Molumile Khulisa Motau Lumile chala kile kawana la kaladio Kela wa mbele la Khuliso Matervanye Abaka chala wukko somo somo Afrika Morena kala ngene le pele mo le fela Habadumele te mo mo kwela batile faga tselo felo Me bata chala ka mo ba sa potwa Bata chala ba riba mega di patero sto passa Afrika Morena 2 Mexico Nord Afrika Morena Jimenez Mamo vale kilones Muchas Reteta Eso va a quedar entre Jacobs
Thank you.
Please be back. Please be back. Please be back.
Hey, you understand?
Yeah, you can just put it in one. Yeah.
No response.
Umfonweni